beautiful people. So guess what? I just jumped out the shower and something said, you know what, Sherette? Why don't you give something back today by giving information? So what I want to do today is I want to make a quick video on tips on things that you should know before starting a trucking company. Not where you're working for somebody, driving their truck, or you're driving your own truck. My husband and I, we've been running a trucking company for over 8 years. I think going on 9. And let me tell you, this business is no joke. It's one of those businesses where you could lose sleep, you could lose weight. That's a good thing, for me. It's not easy, but it can be lucrative. But if you're not smart about it, or if you don't go about it the right way, you can be broke as quick as you have money. So you can have, especially if you don't money management properly, you have to literally know how to manage your money. The trucking business is one of those things where if you don't put things in place the right way, you'll be broke today, you have $2 tomorrow, and then you're broke again. You have to be really careful. So it's not easy. It's very challenging. But anyways, I'm going to give you a few tips. I'm going to be looking down because I have the notes. So I just want to give you a few tips, and then we can talk about it more. So the first one, I think you should be mentally prepared. You have to be mentally prepared because you're going to face a lot of struggles. Things are going to happen, and it's not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. It's going to happen, guys. It's like whenever I'm sleeping, right? If my phone rings anytime after 12 and Sylvester's not next to me, I know something major is happening, and that is why he's calling me. And literally, my heart started palpitate, my heart started beating fast because I'm like, why is he calling me, man? No, he ain't crazy to wake me up out of my sleep. So if he's calling me, that means the truck is a problem. It's a problem. And we don't like problems. So we don't want those calls. So even though we're going to get them, we don't want them. So we don't want those calls, we're going to get them. So they're going to come. So you have to be mentally prepared for them because there's no way around it. You're going to get the calls about your driver breaking down, there's an accident, or whatever it is. Those calls are coming in. So mentally be prepared. Number 2, I would say do not focus too much on making money when you first start. And the reason why I said that is if you're too focused on making the money, you're going to be forgetting about the things that you need to learn. It's a lot of things that you need to learn to make this business run successfully. Any business that you start, there are steps to go about it. And if you're starting to jump over things because you're too hungry to make money, so when you start jumping over things to make the money, you're going to find yourself missing out on learning the things that you should know to prevent you from making money. So don't chase the back too much. Pay attention to what you're doing. Take the time out to do your pre-trip inspection, which is where you're going to look around your truck. You're going to check certain things to make sure that everything is intact. Because at that point is when you're going to catch a small problem that is now going to become a huge problem if you just kept going and going and going. So for example, if you have a brake line, that's messed up, if you catch it beforehand, you could replace it before it shuts down totally while you're up the street. And now you have to call a tow truck. And trust me, when you're on the street, you don't want to call a tow truck. That's the last thing you want because they're going to charge you like 3 times the amount. So don't chase the bag so soon. Take your time. So what I'm saying is, if you continuously focusing on getting this load, and not doing your pre-trip inspection and not taking the time to catch the small problems, what's going to happen is you're pretty much just throwing your cash into the garbage bin. Or I might as well say you're giving the mechanics all your money because they're really the one that's going to benefit from it. Because every time your truck breaks down because you didn't catch a small problem because you're too hungry and you're too eager to get that other load, you're missing the small things that's now becoming a big thing. Yeah? All right. Another tip that I would say is, and this one is tricky, right? Because you're going to say, how can I learn how to fix things on the truck if I don't have a truck? So what I was going to say is another thing is learn how to fix the basic things on your truck. I'm going to try to look off because I feel like I'm not connected. I'm looking Anyways, learn how to fix the small things on the truck, like the air dryer. You could bypass the air dryer and the truck will continue to run for a short time. Learn how to change your filter. So buy tools and have tools in your truck so you could learn how to fix small things, because again, if you chase the bags and you miss the small things that you could have fixed on your own, you're going to spend in more money. And even if you catch it but you can't change it, you're going to be spending more money. So for example, if you could change a filter, a simple filter. Sylvester once didn't have any filter and he had to call, and a filter that maybe $60. Sylvester one time didn't have a filter, and I want to say they charged $300 just to come out, and then they charge you, if the filter is $60, they're probably going to charge you $180, $220 for the filter. So something that simple, make sure you want to have extra filters, and make sure you know how to change the filters, so you don't have to call a towing company to come out, or a roadside mechanic to come out and do something so simple that you could have done yourself had you just learned the basic. So even though you don't have the truck yet, I'm saying that as soon as you get the truck and you know that you want to put your truck on the road, these are things that you should learn, even if it's not beforehand, but immediately. Again, stop chasing the bag so soon and focus on steps that's going to help you to make your business run more smoothly and better and more efficient. And lastly, for now, I'm going to say, if your business, if to start a trucking company, for example, say it's costing you $50,000 to start a trucking business. If you only have $50,000, you're not ready, because you cannot start a trucking business with the capital of exactly what it's going to cost to start the business. So if you need $50,000 to buy your trailer, get your authority, get your insurance, all the things that you need, you're not ready. Because just remember that things are going to happen. It could happen the day you go out on the road. You may not get your first load and the truck will break down on you. It doesn't matter what it is. So you always have to have more money that you have put to the side for emergency before you start. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, guys, that's all for now. So if it is that you have interest in ever starting your trucking company, please subscribe and turn on your notification bell. I'll try to drop some of these videos every so often. I have something in mind that I want to do, but I'm just going to work on that before. But in the meantime, I will be dropping tips on things you should know. And, you know, if you have any question about starting a trucking business, shoot me a message and I will reply. We've been doing this for a while and I'm a little versed. I don't know everything. But it all starts with you. You know, it's better to start and fail than fail to start, right? So if you start and you fail, it's up to you to get back up and do it again. I'm going to tell you this. We start over so many times, it's not even funny. But here we are today. We're still standing.